Thanks for joining us. You guys, it had been so long since you lost, and a lot of people were talking about that streak. Was there any kind of pressure with the streak? Is there any relief that it's over almost, or how are you guys feeling after that rare loss?
Yeah, I don't think there was any pressure. We were just going out and playing as a team. And so after when it happened, Coach White was said like all good things come to an end and that we can start a new streak. And so not to let that affect us and just keep moving forward.
Eric?
I want to ask you, how are you a different and a better player today than you were, say, even a year ago at this time?
I say mentally, I started having more self-confidence in myself and not trying to rely on other people to try to tell me that I was good. And so instead, just telling myself that I'm meant to be here and that I'm good. And so just really talking to myself and so I can believe it and not have other people try to tell me.
How has Coach Zaleski helped you in your own game?
Yeah, she's been great for me. I have little things on the side with her to help me out throughout the game. And so, I mean, she's been a great mentor for me on and off the field. And off the field, I've gone through some things and she's been there. And so I really appreciate her and all of her help that she's really stuck with me.
Peyton?
As a veteran within this defensive unit, particularly the infield, what do you tell your group going into a series like this one against Alabama?
Yeah, just great communication. I mean, as the infield, you have to take charge and really be out there and be there for your pitcher. And I think always talking to each other is very important. And me and Vivi up the middle have great experience together of playing together up there. So just having that communication with her and then spreading it to the corners and always talking to the pitcher.
Thomas?
I literally was going to ask about you and Vivi back together again. She missed last year. Describe that chemistry. I mean, you guys came in together. Describe the chemistry y'all have on the field and off the field, if that helps.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome to have her back. And I mean, I had her in my corner last year helping me when I was playing shortstop, filling in for her. And I mean, we've both gone through injuries, so experiencing that together and being able to go back out there on the field together at the same time for our senior year, her junior year. So just being able to be out there and then off the field, I mean, we joke all the time. I mean, we're just funny people and just always having that laughter off the field.
Tyler?
Yeah, after that loss last time out, losing that streak, good offensive comeback at the end. But what is kind of now the ask Coach White this? What's the predominant message in the locker room going into a high octane series?
Yeah, I mean, just having Texas fight, I think we showed that throughout the weekend through game one, game two versus A&M, that we can come back when we're down and to not get too ahead of ourselves. And I mean, even in game three, I mean, just stringing together and staying together. I think we kind of got started too late and started to string together too late. And so just knowing that we can do that from the very beginning.
Paige?
Yeah, so offensively, you trailed in hits all weekend. Going into this weekend with, Alabama's kind of known for its pitching this year, what do you want to see from your offense?
Yeah, I think another thing that we preach in our like offensive meetings is that we don't care how we get on base, and so whether that's a walk, a hit by pitch, an error, I mean, we celebrate any way we can get on base. And so even though we did trail in hits, we were still doing good and taking our walks and taking pitches that we needed to take. And so just going in knowing that they have a good pitching staff and just looking for those kind of things.
Peyton?
Kind of going off this offensive thing, Katie Stewart said a few weeks back that you are more worried about getting on base and kind of playing that role than the big hits or the home runs. Can you talk a little bit about your role specifically within this batting order?
Yeah, I feel like my role in kind of the two holes just to keep getting on base for our big hitters behind me, like the Katie Stewart and the Reese Atwood. And so just making sure I'm doing my job and getting on base. And sometimes that's even putting down the sack bunt to get Caden over for them to do that job. And so just allowing what I need to do for the team and what Coach White wants me to do.
Do we have any other questions for Leighann? Okay, thank you all.
Thank you.